I started Tom Clancy's games back with the PlayStation 1 and the original
Rainbow Six.
Rainbow Six, yeah. And I genuinely believed that I was buying a first-person shooter. I think up until that point, I had Tomb Raider with the PlayStation. I played like Grand Theft Auto and stuff, and I wanted some sort of first-person shooter. And I thought that what I was getting was that, but with a more tactical element and stuff. But then what I ended up with was like a ridiculously difficult combat sim, a bit like Armour and stuff is now, I guess, where I never got past the first mission. It took me about 2 years to get past the first stage of the first mission, to actually even get into the house, let alone actually shoot anyone. You'd see a bad guy and he'd just turn around and pop you in the face, and that'd be it, it'd be over.
You just kind of skip through the plan and you're like, plan, go and get to the game. And you get in the game and you haven't got any guns, and no one's got any guns, and no one's got any armour, and everyone just stands still because you're meant to tell them where to go. You tell them, you need to go to that door, you guys need to go to that door.
So I think you could give them a pistol. I don't know, I'd have to check that, but I think you could give them a gun and forget to assign them ammo, so they're just menacingly pointing at people.
I just remember always dressing them up in the biggest armour you could do, like the bomb jackets and stuff, because they look massive, and obviously they're only meant to be used for people doing bomb disposal, but I'm like, right, you're all going in that house wearing full fucking suits of armour, padded out like this, and then they're just really slowly walking around, and it doesn't actually help them, because one thing for one rifle shot, and they're just on the ground anyway.
By the time I came back to it, I was older. I wasn't small anymore, I was big. And it was on the PC, and I played Rogue Spear. And at that point, that reaffirmed my love with Tom Clancy games. Rogue Spear brought it back because I understood how it worked then, and I knew more about... I toured my guys up, I had recon sniper teams, but I think I went too far the other way. And I used to play that mainly as like a football manager style game. I'd plan my missions and then I'd let it go.
You never actually played it?
I'd only intervene if the AI was spazzing out. When we got up to there, they then started to split off into Splinter Cell and Rainbow Six. And the Rainbow Six games went down the Vegas route. And then you had like Splinter Cell, Chaos Theory, Pandora Tomorrow, Chaos Theory, Double Agent and all that.
You know, with those, the three lights, the iconic symbol of Splinter Cell.
Massively unrealistic, not purely for the fact that you can't make them, but the fact you have 3 orbs of bright lime green light on your head.
That's also ridiculous.
It does kind of give it away.
Where is he? I don't know, but I can see some light over there. Do you reckon that could be him? No. For me, the first 2 merge into one, I gotta be honest. There are elements of each that I remember. I really loved the CIA bit, and I enjoyed the kind of Hitman-esque element of, if you're going to do something, there are consequences, so hide the people that you've knocked out.
Hiding bodies,
Don't kill anyone if you don't have to, because you're going to need the ammo if shit goes south, and you've got to end up...
Well, it wasn't just totally ammo, it was also, I mean, like you said, like the electric bullet, you get air foils and shit like that. You'd have very limited amount of things for the entire level, which would be quite considerably lengthy, and you'd kind of, you'd have to get past a certain number of guys, and you'd only have a certain number of these, like, distraction techniques, so you'd have to plan out, did you really want to kill that guy? Could you get away with just distracting him, or could you just sneak around him altogether and stuff like that? So.
I don't think there were many games before then that had successfully implemented the kind of multi-role function of that gun. That gun had everything: grenade launcher, attachment that did the airfoils, the electric bullets,
the camera,
the sticky camera, the sticky camera with the infamous whistling before unleashing the deadly gas, which was ace. And then it did bullets as well. It did bullets, which was good. The first 2 merge into one in my head, but then there's a definite step change from the first 2 to Chaos Theory. Chaos Theory not only looked amazing, played silky smooth, great storyline, and it introduced those subtle little things like the interrogation of people, where you would like grab them, put your knife to their throat, stuff. That cool tent thing.
Oh yeah, ripping the tent.
Yeah, like you could kill people through tents. They think they would be alright, and you go knife through the tent.
Pandora Tomorrow introduced multiplayer, which was hilarious because you had the Mercs versus Spies thing, but then to bring in co-op for Chaos Theory, that was just so funny.
You could toss each other off.
One person could pick up the other person and just throw them at people. We kept trying to do it.
You could throw them at someone. That was it.
Knock them down.
Yeah,
know where everyone is.
It was quite a revolutionary change, because this was a solo stealth game.
Yeah,
all the way through. All the
previous ones. Because you'd like meet Sam Fisher.
Yeah, you wouldn't meet him. You'd see him. You'd see him like sneaking off, wouldn't you?
Then after Chaos Theory, it got bad. It got bad. We had gone through all that amazing Rainbow Six stuff. We had gone through those great Splinter Cell games, just progressively getting better from 1 to 2, a couple of tweaks of improvements, step change into Chaos Theory, then Double Agent came out, and the concept was ace, but it had some fucked up little things in it. You were obviously like playing off the two sides. You were going to John Brown's army and saying you're like an ex-CIA bad man, and to the CIA you were feeding back information about John Brown's army. You'd have a voice-activated door where you have to record him doing it with your laser mic, and then you could go out to a playback and go, every time you wanted to get in the office, Emile Dufresne, again.
And it had to make you make these weird decisions. Like, I mean, it's obviously spoilers, but you can't. You know, you either save these people or you blow up a ship. Or so you either kill thousands to save one, or whatever.
Yeah, and
then right at the end you got to kill Lambert, and it's it's just so.
By the time
you can't even decide not to, can you?
By the time it got to the Lambert bit, I was so pissed off with the game.
I just put a bullet in his face. I just went, "This is your fault, Lambert." Pow!
Could you ever complete it? Because you had a bug with Kinshasa.
Oh, Kinshasa. When you got there, oh, Kinshasa.
It's so lame.
It was it would crash, it would bug. Yeah. There was a woman stuck in a bus.
Yeah, it was a shit level anyway. There was no Splinter Cell, there was no stealth. You're just basically sneaking about this town that's on fire and under attack, and there's someone on the bus you got to rescue, and then...
But if I went anywhere near her, it crashed. If I went within 15 feet of her, if the game detected that I was near enough to trigger that cutscene, it would crash. The only good points about that game, when you got to the end, it felt like it had been such a long time coming. You had your goggles back, you had your gun, you could go on a mad rampage, and the suspense was good. You did genuinely stop and think about it. Do I want to stay loyal to the third echelon guys, or do I want to join John Brown's army, which I can never say with a straight face? It was so frustrating. I hated it. I wanted it to be so much better. I wanted it to be a good moral game. Good concept, brilliant idea, so badly executed. And Conviction brought it back a little bit.
Conviction changed it.
I think, Conviction changed it for sure.
Because it was no longer a stealth assassination
game,
if you like. It wasn't that anymore, it was an action game. Conviction was.
Yeah, that's a good point actually. Before, it was all about assassinating targets, Hitman style. And Conviction was more about... But it was cool. It was more about an action game.
Well, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it's bad. Personally, I quite enjoyed it, but I'm just saying it was quite a big change from what Splinter Cell had been up to that point.
Well, it was even.
But maybe it was because with Double Agent, they got not a great reception, or it didn't go down well with reviews.
It was shit. It's the best way to put it.
Rainbow Six, first tactical shooter. Splinter Cell, first real espionage.
Yeah.
Stealth game. Ghost Recon, probably similar with a different spin on it. And so that's amazing for three massive franchises to be kicked off by a Tom Clancy.
I mean, yeah, my gaming library would be very different without him.
Yeah, because Tony Hawk's
imagine that. Tom Clancy's Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2.
Where there's no skateboard, and
you just have to plan your line of tricks.
Plan the route around the
and the skateboard's going to be like really, really technical. You've got to make sure you put wheels on it.